Today we're going to show you how to install a timing belt the fast, quick, and easy way. I had a couple requests on how to do it, so of course I had to make a video on how to do it. But this is going to be really quick. I've already got the car torn down, so you don't have to look at that long process. But this should help you in the future so that you can replace your timing belt without having to go through a great expense or a great hard challenge of doing it. So today we're working on a Chrysler Pacifica 3.5 motor. It has a timing belt, and I've already got it torn down for time, so we can cut down on time easy. But anyway, basically a few quick things. What you want to do is you want to make sure before you take the old belt off, turn the motor to its top dead center, and you'll notice there's markings here. Now I've painted these markings here, and if you look in close, if I can zoom in there, you'll see there's an indentation actually on that wheel as well as on the cover here, and that lets you know whether to mark it. So it's not just arbitrarily marked anywhere on this tooth. It's marked it's painted at the marking there, and down there at the bottom, if you can see that one. Okay, and that is lined up to the mark that's on the block. So once you line all your marks up and paint them, now this has already been cleaned. This was nowhere near as clean as it looks now before I started. That's another video if you want to see how to clean the area up. But anyway, once you have that, the next thing you want to do is look at your belt and inspect your belt. Some belts will have got a little something on that. Some belts will have marks on them, so that you line those up with the marks on the car, and then you can easily put it on. But this particular belt doesn't have any marks on it. So the first thing you want to do is put the belt on after you have it there. But there's an order in which you put it on. Now different cars will have different recommendations for doing it. Some will say start with the bottom crank, some will start with this crank and then end with that one. But pretty much all of them will say the final placement will be on the idler, on the pulley here, or the tensioner pulley here. In this case, you have a pulley, and then you have a tensioner that's just separate. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Let's see if I can hold the. Unfortunately, I don't have another hand to help me, so I'm going to have to hold this. I'll put the belt on, and I'll come back and show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so now we have the belt on, and you'll notice the first placement is I did around this pulley here actually. Put it around here, and this pulley didn't move, which was great. And so then I looped it down here around the bottom, okay? Looped it here at the top, and came around there. Actually, I did the top pulleys first. Now, I guess you say, well, it's off just a little bit. Well, if you once you apply tension to this, once you remove the tension ring here, pull that out, the tensioner will shoot out, and that will push pressure on this belt, and I will actually pull that mark back to where it is, and that mark to where it is. That mark will stay stationary. But your tensioner is what takes up the slack in your belt. So once you get your marks on there and you get your belt on there, pull your tensioner, everything will be tight, and you should be good to go. Until next time, YouTube, if you have any questions or comments, please post, subscribe, and have a great day. So now we're going to show you how to clean the outside of your motor. We're going to use this right here. This stuff's pretty good. You see how dirty and oily that is? So we're going to spray this stuff on here. And then we'll take it over to the car wash and put some high pressure soap to it, or high pressure water to it, and see how it comes out. But I just wanted to shoot a little quick video of, before and after of this car. You can see what it looks like. And we're going to spray it down with Totally Awesome. This is one of my favorite products here. It comes in like a spray bottle. Around here I can get this spray bottle for like, pretty cheap, $1 or so. Then they have a bigger bottle, it's about $3 or so. But the cleaning power of this product is phenomenal. And you'll see at the end of the video how much cleaner this thing is. Now, in the modern motors, you can kind of get them a little bit wetter than like your older motors because everything's sealed up a lot better than what it used to be. But like if you got like one of the older motors that has like loose wiring, frayed and stuff like that, I wouldn't recommend wetting it down unless you know how to get it dry or have a couple days where it can dry. But and also like your coil packs back there, I always like to avoid those because your electricity comes through there. I don't really like to get that too wet. But everything else is fair game. And like I said, this stuff is phenomenal. From time to time it is good to clean your motor. And the reason I recommend cleaning your motor is because that way you'll be able to find any oil leaks. You see that valve cover is all oily and dirty, but you know, you got a good idea. You can guess what oil came from, but you know, with oil everywhere on the motor, you know, it's going to be a hard guess. But a clean motor makes it quite evident when you have a problem of oil leaks and stuff like that. You can find it real quick and easy. So I do recommend, you know, at least, you know, if you got a motor that gets dirty, clean it off at least once a year or something. You know, heck, it's a car that you're paying for and it's costing you money. Take care of your car will take care of you. So we'll spray this down, and I'll probably let it sit on here for, you know, about 10, 15, 20 minutes or so before I take this over to the car wash and spray it all down. But the better you spray it down, the longer you let it sit, the better the product will work. Like I say, whenever I put the water on here, it's just going to more or less dissolve all that stuff away. So this whole process is going to cost me less than $5. Like I said, this bottle of chemical was $1 and some change with tax. And I think the car wash is what, $1.25 or $1.50 or something. I'll probably spray it down twice. All right, so there we go. Hoses, belts, everything.